Hey artists, welcome back. In this video, I'm gonna show you how I do this hyperrealistic eye drawing using graphite pencil. This is one of my best drawings and I'm very excited to share my journey with you. This may look like an advanced stuff, but believe me, the process is very simple and you can get satisfactory results even if you are an absolute beginner, only if you follow me throughout this video. So grab your pencils and let's get into it. Here I have already drawn the outline using grid method in an A4 chart paper. I will add the reference image in the description. You can use them to draw the outline. I have also used masking tape to mask the four edges of the paper to get a more sharper result. You can also watch my previous videos for the outline if you are a beginner. You can start from anywhere, but I am starting it from the iris. Grab your HB pencil for the first layer. Need to give any pressure, you can just shade with the pencil throughout the region, leaving the space for highlights so that you may not be too dependent on eraser. Don't use the tip of your pencil to shade so that you can get rid of sharper lines, which is very difficult to blend. Starting from the outer edges, slowly blend and shade with the pencil, leaving space for highlights. As you can see, this is not an usual iris. The reference I have chosen has some sort of story to it. There is an ant and some sort of trees which is also in pitch black, so no need to shade that with HB pencil. If you don't like this thing, you can always use the Google for changing the iris as the usual one. Now shade with some pressure so that you can mark the dark regions with the same HB pencils. If you have used grid method for the outline, no need to erase the grids as it gets vanished as you shade and blend on them. As this is the first layer, you can use the same HB pencil for the both light and dark regions with the differentiation in pressures. Okay, now grab your 4B pencil for shading the dark regions of the iris without using HB, as layering technique is of no use in darkest regions. As a beginner, if you are not having much grades in pencils, you can definitely use the same pencil for the whole drawing with just difference in pressures. You can apply a lot of pressure in the dark regions and just shade as it is in the light tones. Then you might ask, why am I using so many pencils? The reason is that it just makes the process less time consuming and more easier. You can always complete an artwork with just one pencil and an eraser. Now grab your 8B pencil for completing the process as the third layer. I generally don't prefer blending in between layers, rather I complete all the layers at once and blend it for only one time. Okay, now grab a dry brush for blending. You can also use blending stem or Q-tips for the same. Always move your blender along the pencil strokes. If not, the blending cannot be as smooth as it can be. As the details you have done can be blurred after blending, you have to shade with pencil for another layer after blending. This time, rather than shading, you have to focus on detailing the thing and highlighting it. For the edges and details, use sharp AB pencil, carefully observing the reference. For better results, you have to again blend it and highlight it as I'm gonna do. For fine details, I'm using mono zero eraser. If you don't have it, feel free to cut your eraser into sharp edge and use it for the same. Both will give the same results. After highlighting it, use a sharp 8B pencil to shade the regions around the highlights. This process can be hectic, but believe me, it makes your result more realistic. You have to keep on repeating, shading, blending, highlighting the whole thing again and again for if you want to get the most realistic outcome. Now use a HB or 2B pencil to fill the mid-tone or base layer of sclera. Shade with a slightly darker tone on the upper right foot and blend it with the dry brush. Now draw the nerves in the sclera using a very sharp 4B pencil. Use a heavy stroke at the beginning, and as the nerve progresses, make your stroke more finer. This portion is completely a dark tone, so directly use your 8B pencil and fill it with a bit of pressure and blend them. Okay, now fill this upper part using a slight darker tone of 4B pencil or a 6B pencil. I am using 4B. And again blend them with the dry brush. When drawing the upper area or any part from now, please use a plastic sheet underneath your hand so that your drawing may not get smudged. Shade the next layer with AB pencil and again blend it with the dry brush. Now for the eyelashes, use a very sharp 8B pencil and fill the outline, carefully observing the reference. As it progresses to the left side, make your eyelashes more shorter. Draw the strokes using a sharp pencil, blend it, and again draw over it. Run your stroke very slowly and carefully. Now use the same 8B or 6B pencil to fill the region to the left of eyelash. Just draw according to the light tones, mid tones and dark tones, observing the reference, blend it, leaving space for highlights. If you want to mess your drawing, please don't use the plastic sheet underneath your hand. Now fill the area completely with a 4B pencil by holding it with a very low angle with the paper. Since this is a big area, you can also use tissue paper to blend it, but I am using a dry brush. Now this part is my improvisation. This part in the reference image is a bit blurred. What I'm going to do is draw skin pores throughout the skin region with a 4B pencil. Draw small dots using a sharp 4B pencil in random patterns. Then blend it with light pressure over them using a dry brush. Repeat this process for now over the entire region. Now this is the most important part. Use a fine eraser like mono-zero eraser and highlight around the dots you have drawn. No need to highlight every single dot, but try to maximize the number of them. Repeat the above process again here. Please remember this, highlight around the dots, not on the dots. If you don't have mono-zero eraser or you cannot make your own thing, please don't draw these skin pores because without highlights it does not look good. Start drawing the water drop by defining its boundaries using a sharp 4B pencil. Now shade the shadows using the same pencil to the left of boundary you have drawn. Now fill the remaining portion with the 4B pencil. And obviously use it at the lower angle for better blending. Now shade the bottom right portion with the 8B pencil since it is a darker tone. Since it is a quite large area, use a tissue paper for blending it. Add subsequent layer till you achieve the darkness you want. For the lower eyelashes, use the same technique as you used for the upper one. Here, since the background is slightly darker, apply a bit of pressure using a sharp pencil. As the reflection of light in the reference, highlight the side part of eyelashes you have drawn. Now darken and highlight the details you have drawn. Similar to the upper portion, draw skin pores in the lower part as well. There is a bit of work remaining eyelid. Let's complete that. Use an 8B pencil to dark the upper part.
Let's go.
95% of the work is done. Now darken the required parts using a sharp 8B pencil.
Check it out.
Use a HB pencil to make the eyelashes more neat and clean. Now this is one of the most important part, highlighting using a white gel pen. If you don't have it, you can use a white correction pen. Slowly draw random lines in the required portions. Secondly, I have invested more time and effort in making such videos for you guys. It would be really encouraging if you share this video to your friends and subscribe to my channel. And don't forget to sign your drawings. And there you go, your hyperrealistic eye drawing is complete. Thank you so much for joining me in this tutorial. I hope you found it helpful and informative. If you have any questions or need further assistance, feel free to leave a comment down below and I will be more than happy to help you out. And see you in the next video. Bye.